Hey, Earthlings and Guardians of the Galaxies. Welcome back to New Year. I am Mrs. Vandoy, your astronomy teacher. Let me first introduce myself. I'm Mrs. Vandoy. I was born and raised in Rochester, New York. I went to school at Purdue University. I majored in chemistry and minored in math. I taught 1 year in Indiana, 2 years in South Carolina, and I started teaching at Oak Hills High School in 1996. I could have had some of your folks as students. But anyway, I've been teaching for a long time. But there is one more thing you ought to know about me in a more serious note. I have an autoimmune disease. Well, what does that mean? My immune system attacks my body, and for me specifically, my intestines. Every 6 weeks, I get something called Remicade, which shuts down my immune system. If you have read anything with the COVID events this year, that you may have read about the immunocompromised. That's what it means. Your immune system has been shut down. According to the COVID events of recent with this Delta variant, the immunocompromised are the second highest population for risks of complications, hospitalizations, and even deaths. This variant is so contagious and so easily spread that I am at a very high risk. Okay, so why am I telling you this very personal information about myself? Well, let's just get it out there. It's about masks. I hope that you will protect me by wearing a mask in class. At Oak Hills, I know masks are currently recommended but not mandated. I understand that. But if you choose to wear a mask to help protect me, I will also ask you if you could sit up in front to create kind of a barrier for me so I can be socially distanced better that way. I will also have a supply of disposable masks available if you didn't bring any from home, but you still would like to wear one in my class. You should also think about this one additional benefit if you choose to wear a mask. We, the teachers, must track each student, whether or not they're wearing a mask, each bell, every day for contact tracing purposes. Currently, wearing a mask will prevent you from being quarantined if you are identified as a close contact of a confirmed COVID-19 case. I don't know if you were quarantined at all last year. I know I had a student last year who was quarantined 4 times. Imagine all the school that he has missed. All right, so I really do hope you seriously think about wearing a mask to protect me, and I would have really appreciate if you did. All right. Let's talk about something more interesting. Let's talk about astronomy. All right, this time you can go far out. Yeah, it will be far out. All right. So astronomy, well, first of all, it's my first year teaching it. So I spent my whole summer, I shouldn't say a whole summer, but a lot of my summer reading up and learning about astronomy myself. So I think I'm ready to at least get started. It's very interesting. I hope that you're taking this because you want to learn about astronomy, but I do know some of you are taking it because you need the credit. And please know, I will work with you to make sure you do pass this class, but make sure that you do the work required. So what is it we're going to do? We're going to learn about astronomy, obviously. So what does that mean? We're going to learn about really the Earth, the moon, and the phase of the moon, if that will, our solar system, our galaxy, which is the Milky Way, and even further out than that. We're going to learn about how do we understand this. We're going to learn a little bit the history. We're going to learn about, the techniques involved. So it's quite a bit, and hopefully you'll like it too, okay? And the part I like the best is, of course, the part that deals with chemistry, but, there's other good parts about it too. If you need to get a hold of me, I have my contact information there. I will also send out, once in person, the information about how to set up the Remind account so that we can text one another. So I can set out group texts like, don't forget this is due. And if I need to get a hold of you specifically, I can send it person to person. You can always text me if you have a question. I usually find those easier than if you email me. Parents, you can sign up for this Remind as well. I just ask that, don't text me after 10. I'll probably be in bed by then. Procedures and policies are pretty common as far as, Oak Hills High School goes. I have it all spelled out on my syllabus and my letters to the parent that you'll be getting shortly. And as far as the supply list, I know that some people want to know what do they need for my class. Well, you can do a binder with some paper, like a 3-ring binder. I won't even mind if you use a folder with maybe those tabs on the inside if you need to do your notes, put your paper in there. I will probably give you a lot of your handouts. For some, but not a lot, you might want a calculator. I do have a class set of calculators, so you can always use those, but due to COVID, we'll probably have to wipe them down after each use. And if you have your own at home, it might be helpful, but there's not a lot of math that we will be doing in this astronomy class, okay? So it's a very basic supply list. So I hope this is helpful for you. I look forward to meeting all of you. Parents, I look forward to meeting you on the open house on August 25th. That's next week already. And if you know anything about me, you know that I end all my videos with, and don't wait to be great. We'll see you next time. Look forward to that. Bye-bye.